And then Kratos keeps having all these nightmares, so he asks Athena, like, oh, Athena, like, let me not have these nightmares anymore. And so Athena's like, fine, Kratos, but you must do all this shit for us. So Kratos is like, fine, but if I don't, I'm gonna be mad. Hello everybody, it is time for the newest Let's Play, God of War, but the caveat, it is God of War on PlayStation Now. So of course this is the God of War remaster that was on PlayStation 3, you know, 1080p, 60 frames, trophies, all that jazz. But just to confirm, I'll hit the PlayStation button. We are on PlayStation Now currently. You can hit Display XMB menu. In case you've never actually toyed with this yourself, it gives you basically a very, very standard PlayStation 3 XMB to access not only trophies, but also messaging and friends too, giving you just basically the bare bones of what you need to actually use this service. Which is understandably so because you can use PlayStation Now on certain Sony Bravia TVs without any sort of console whatsoever and just a controller. So that's why they give you access to these things, and it doesn't kind of incorporate directly with the PS4's XMB. But this will be the first time I've ever played an entire game on PlayStation Now. I thought this would be a great experiment for us to do, to not only see the quality of it and everything, but you know, for me to just experience it firsthand, to see how viable of a service this is and kind of review it, while at the same time having a Let's Play with you guys and talking and doing what I usually do during a Let's Play, which is talking and talking your ear off and talking your ear off. This was voted on. We did another Twitter poll. It was between this and the Resistance 3 co-op Let's Play that nobody still did not vote for enough for it to win. So basically, at some point, I'm not going to let you vote anymore. I'm just going to upload that damn thing because everyone keeps picking something else. But nothing wrong with that, but this is a good idea because I did really want to do God of War. Anyway, we're going to start because I've been talking for a while now as a main introduction. It's God of War, so obviously I'm going to play Mortal very easy. I don't want to fuck anything up. I don't want to mess anything up. God of War is the kind of a game where it's like we really don't need to listen to the story much. God of War's never been a totally story-driven game. I don't think there's many scenes where I'd want to like stay quiet and let the scene play out. Purely because, again, like God of War is just that kind of game. Ooh, we're already having some stoppies there. Yep, look at that. PlayStation Now. This is full on, like, we're totally doing it, right? So just for, like, some reference, actually, my internet connection, from what I get from my home service, is I get 30 down and 5 up for upload speed. And if I do a connection test on PSN, usually what it gives me is, like, 15 down and, like, 3 or 4 up usually, which is odd. I mean, it tells me I passed the connection test, so you know I should be good. But dude, this thing's already kind of like glitch. Like oh man, this is this is gonna be rough, man. Oh, there's so many things I want to tell you too. It's been a while since I did a recording session. At first glance, I can clearly tell that this is being streamed, because I did play all the God of War remasters originally on PlayStation 3, and I got my trophies and everything there, so I'm very used to knowing what the game is supposed to look like, and those games were very sharp natively on PlayStation 3. If you had those games on Blu-ray disc and you played them on PS3, they looked fantastic. They looked amazing, so I can immediately tell that it's not, it doesn't have that crispness, it doesn't have that sharpness, but I'm feeling, I don't know, everything's feeling okay right now. Again, we'll just go with the flow, man. We'll just do what we do. We'll do our little talkity talks, and quite frankly, I have a lot of things to say to you all because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. By a long time, I mean the last few set of Sly Cooper Let's Plays were pre-recorded, like at least 3 up. I usually do like 2 of them at a time. Sometimes 3 if I know I'm going to be really busy for the coming weeks. And the last part of Sly Cooper I didn't even realize was going to be the last part, so it kind of got split into 2 parts. So I did like 4 parts that night purely by accident because I didn't really realize like that part, that the final part was the last part, because it came out to like a 50-minute video. And I was like, oh, obviously you must have seen it at this point, but I kept getting all crazy like, oh, I don't know if this is the last part or not, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's exactly how that went. But now we're doing, this is the first God of War game we're doing for the channel too, which is exciting because I love God of War. Fucking God of War, man. One of the many PlayStation franchises, PlayStation exclusives that I've dearly enjoyed over the years. One of the many games that has kind of, Sony has kept me in their ecosystem for when I also buy third-party games. It's just another one of those things. I don't know why I'm earning trophies. I have the platinum for this already. So I will have to see what's up with that there, because I'm signed into my main PSN account. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes with like trophy lists and like replaying a game or something, like you can still like keep re-earning trophies, even though you obviously have the trophies. So again, not really a big issue. You can just sync and it gives you everything back. It'll even like for a split second kind of like show that you only have like 1% in the game, and it shows like the one trophy that you re-earned, even though you know you have the entire platinum. So that will probably happen there, because obviously PSN will never take away a trophy. That's like impossible. It just like does not happen. But yeah, with God of War, we don't really need to listen to the story all that much. I mean, the story, I mean, if you really don't know, the quick synopsis is that Kratos had these like terrible nightmares of killing his family, because he basically killed his family. The God of War, Ares made him kill his family like by accident, because Kratos like asked Kratos asked Ares for like ultimate power, because Kratos was like leading the Spartans and whatnot into war and whatnot, and Kratos just wanted more power, more strength. How can I be, even better? So Ares granted him like ultimate power, but in return Ares like made him accidentally like straight up kill his family, which is pretty sickening. And then Kratos keeps having all these nightmares, so he asks Athena like, "Oh, Athena, like let me not have these nightmares anymore." And so Athena's like, "Fine, Kratos, but you must do all this shit for us." So Kratos is like, "Fine, but if I don't, I'm gonna be mad." You know what? Now, what really ticks me off is most of the time with game journalists or just people in general, a big complaint with the game, with God of War games in particular, is like, oh, God of War has like a shitty story, or God of War is let's talk to this guy, even though he's just gonna say blah blah blah. The main complaint there is like, God of War story sucks, or it's uninteresting, or oh, why is Kratos always mad? But it's like, are you really going to expect some sort of emotionally gripping, like enticing, like over the wall, J.J. Abrams type story with God of War? Like by absolutely no means. It's a Greek mythology game, and it's kind of gonna have a story that is relatively like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be by any means some sort of emotionally gripping tale, I guess. It's not supposed to be in any way, I guess, for lack of a better word, meaningful. Like, it's not supposed to be like, I don't know, like people just for some reason want this impact on the game, and it's like, you're really not going to get that. I mean, let's face it, you're playing God of War for this shit, the gnarly, insane combat, the crazy gore, the action. Like God of War 3, people were just like, oh, I just didn't get it. Like, I felt so, whatever about killing everybody, and I didn't get it. Kratos was so mad. I'm like, what the you fucking pussy? Like, what, you didn't enjoy like killing a boss every fucking hour? You didn't love all the insane boss fights? That game was fucking awesome, just like all the other God of Wars are awesome. So that's always my thing with God of War. It's like, well, what are you talking about, man? Let's get this game kicks donkey balls. Oh my god, it's the Hydra. It's that famous Hydra battle from the original God of War. I'm of course quoting when I completely forgot the guy's name. Remember when I believe it was during E3 where Sony at their press conference brought out Superbot Entertainment, and they were showing off like the first level of not the first level, but like one of the stages from God of War, or one of the stages from PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and they were showing the Ratchet and Clank level, and he's like, oh, so here's, Metropolis, that Ratchet and Clank level, blah, 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 and then the Hydra comes out, and the guy's just like, oh my god, and it's a Hydra from God of War, that famous God of War battle, and the whole audience is just like, yeah, okay, buddy. Oh my god, it's the Hydra, that famous Hydra battle from God of War. Oh my god, hold on. Maybe I'm not pressing circle fast enough, or it's just like straight up like screwing me PlayStation Now style. I don't know. Because that's why I chose easy. From this point on, I'm just always gonna play on the easiest settings, so I'm not trying to fuck with myself at this point. Even though no matter how easy the game is, it seems like I always find a way to screw myself in these situations. I don't know. I mean, in terms of gameplay, I'm doing fine right now. I feel like everything's fine. I feel like it's responsive enough. Jesus, dude, I'm playing easy. Why can I not stop? What the hell is going on? Dude, I was mashing circle. You could obviously hear that. I don't know why I cannot take care of business here. Oh, I'm so happy to be doing this, though. This is great. I get to talk to you guys again. I get to say what I need to say. Oh, dude, I'm moved in, man. This is it. This is actually, yeah. This is the first Let's Play I'm recording in the new place. And right now, I have to say, I'm having a big problem with the mic. The mic issue is the biggest problem. I've done 2 LTPSs so far, and like the audio is like a big issue. Like the audio is way too low. I'm not close enough to the microphone. It's just hard to figure out a good way to like angle the camera well and also be close to like the microphone to get the same kind of good audio that I was getting at the old place. And now that I'm doing my first Let's Play in the new place, it's also kind of an issue, because if I even want to be relatively close to it, close to the microphone, I have to sit very close to the microphone, and I have to like kind of sit up for it, and sometimes I like to lean back. Normally I do lean back when I'm recording the Let's Plays, because I like to be relaxed and everything, but I kind of have to sit up for it, and it feels very like job-like, you know, like I feel like I'm working in a cubicle right now. Like I'm sitting up and I have to, it's just like, it's gonna give you back pain at some point. Like I want to lean back and relax, but I just can't do that because I'll be too far away from the microphone. So I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do just yet. I might have to move this mic somewhere else, or wow, I am dead. Or I will have to, I don't know, probably shell out the extra cash and just get like a better, like what do you call it? Arm for the microphone. What do you call it? The I want to say boom stand. It's not boom stand. It's like just a, you know, one of those things you can. You must know what I'm talking about. The thing that holds the mic that you can rotate and move around. I'm absolutely forgetting what it's called, but the one I got just doesn't pull out as far. And if I put it in another, if I like, god damn it, I'm dead again. If I put it somewhere else, like maybe closer into the desk or whatnot, it kind of blocks the TV view whenever I'm on the bed or something like that. And it generally just kind of gets in the way at that point. I need to keep it in the spot where it's at so I can kind of at least shelve it away when I need to. Shit. I just let go of the controller and was like doing visual cues even though I'm not on camera right now. Oh, this is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. All right, but hold on though. Maybe that's the thing. We're playing PlayStation Now. Maybe PlayStation Now is screwing me on this one. Maybe I am, you know, walking across this little plank in a very proper fashion, but the button, you know, the input is just not following me quick enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Let's talk to this guy. It's gonna be a scene that plays out right here. Yeah, a scene of some sort. Okay, cutscenes not doing well on PlayStation Now. I'm quickly starting to realize that, and I'm not sure why. I don't know why scenes are slowing down. Because this is absolutely not happening during gameplay. And I would find it somewhat odd if, like, PlayStation Now is, like, understanding when a cutscene is playing out and realizes that's when it's okay to have some downtime. Because gameplay so far seems pretty good to me. Visually, I'm not noticing anything. Like, I mean, I can obviously tell this is not, like, I'm not getting 60 frames or anything, but it's actually doing pretty well for me right now. Playing it seems fine. Create save. I would love to create some save data. Thank you. When the HDD access indicator light is on. Oh, sir, this is a PlayStation 4. Remember when you would play a PlayStation 3 game and you'd play a PS2 classic and it's like, ooh, don't move the memory card, and you're like, silly fucking game. This is a PlayStation 3. Now it's a whole new generation, man. Man, how times have changed. This section always is such a fucking pain in the ass. Because these guys will break the fucking box every time. So you gotta, like, really time it. So they don't fucking break your box. Like, I'm gonna let them shoot for me right now. And then maybe... shit. You don't want to get too much damage on this box, because you'll just get reset all over again. You'll have to push it all the way back from the beginning. Don't shoot the box. Please don't shoot the box. Damn it. I wasn't even near it that time and they still shot it. Damn it. You bastards. See, that's exactly it. So fucking annoying. Oh, but what do you know? Another box. Yeah, I know. Sheesh. Act like I've never done this before. This isn't my first rodeo. I've played God of War once or twice in my day. Elise is now online. Dude, fucking notifications are... yeah, that's another thing about PlayStation Now. I keep my notifications off because I obviously have like a lot of people that try and contact me all the time and friends that go on and offline a lot. So I usually keep mine off. I don't know if I can change that right now. When I started up PlayStation Now and started up God of War, I got like notifications that lasted for like about 5 minutes of just like, you got a message, you got a message, you got a friend request, you got a friend request. And I've had them off on PlayStation 3, but, you know, those are local settings on my PlayStation 3. So, you know, obviously it's not going to understand that I don't like that. And I don't know if you can change that or anything. Granted, I didn't really look, so, you know, I'm just being lazy at that point. But I did not see anything. Take these guys out. Oh, but yeah, I did move. And I got some stories related to that. Well, most notably being the day that I moved was probably the worst fucking time ever. Because... Alright, so... oh, wait, hold on. Well, no, we can't. We can't go to this yet anyway. There's screaming women, but nothing's happening. Oh, actually, we got the... well, no, not quite. Well... Nah. Alright, so here's the... I always love this part of God of War. The first time I play God of War, I'm like, really? They have sections where you're, like, fucking beating off guys on the... on the mast and everything, and you're fighting people while you're, like, climbing ropes and shit. It's so funny. Anyway, the first day of moving sucked dick. Because, well, for one, I decided... Me and my friend Terrell, I've talked about Terrell a few times, one of my, like, you know, childhood friends or whatnot. He was moving out, too. So... he's moving out with his girlfriend, and so we decided the best thing for us would be to rent a U-Haul, and we'd both move on the same day. We just rent the U-Haul for like the whole day, so we'd get a few extra hours with it, and we'll move my shit first, and then we'll do his place second. You know, kill two birds with one stone. Not only would we help each other, but we can split the cost of the U-Haul, and it would just make a whole bunch of sense. That's all well and good. But once moving day actually came, I woke up, and my stomach felt like shit. I went to the bathroom. I threw up. I was sick, and I was feeling awful, and I had a long day ahead of me. So I, you know, called up Terrell, and I'm like, oh, shit, man. Well, you ready to do this thing? He's like, yeah. Comes over. We go get the U-Haul. I bought a new couch for the living room, so we went straight to Big Lots, which is where I got it because I'm a cheap motherfucker. It was actually a nice couch for the price I paid. Point being, picked up a couch, loaded that bitch in. Ooh, got our first Gorgonite, and I believe we'll also get... oh, I don't even have magic yet, so we can't do that. Loaded up the couch, came to my place, started loading shit in, and, like, I was just destroyed. Like, I was super fucking sick. Like, I felt terrible. I had a few other friends there helping me, so, you know... my girlfriend was there too, and they were like doing all the extra work. It just got to the point where I was feeling dizzy. I threw up again midway through. Like, it was just the worst fucking day to do that. And so we finally like get everything just loaded in. That's just loading it in. We still had to go to the new place and unload the shit. And that was like the same situation there. I felt terrible. You know, I would take one box in and I'd have to lay down for like 3-4 minutes. I was drinking water, but like that wasn't helping me whatsoever. Like, it was just not a good time. Oh, thanks Poseidon. I got Poseidon's Rage. It just was like so bad. And then so we got almost everything out, right? We had one item left in the U-Haul, which was the 1.21 gigawatts. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. I already forgot how to use my magic. We had one item left in the U-Haul, and that was the couch. Just had to bring my new Big Lots couch, brand new ordered couch, into the new place. It is an apartment, by the way, not a house. So we had to get the new couch into the apartment complex. Let me tell you, that took 2 hours. That took 2 hours because the fucking thing didn't fit. Well, for one, couches are fucking heavy. Did not realize this until I bought a brand new one. So just getting it onto the truck at Big Lots was a problem. But it's like, whatever. It's a big, you take it, you put it in the truck, you go. It wasn't that hard. It was heavy, but it wasn't that hard. Getting it into a new place was just the worst. So basically, we took it off the truck, got it like at the front door where you get into the apartment complex, and we just like push it like into the door, and we're just like, it does not fit. Like, it wasn't going through. So we had to completely rotate the whole thing and kind of wiggle and squirm it in there. And once we finally get it in there, once you get into an apartment complex, like, the stairs are already starting for like up or down for the basement or the mid-level. So we're on the here's the worst part. I'm on the third floor. So the couch is barely making clearance on like how tight this sort of wraparound for the stairs are. And it's just like, it was really bad. Like, it was completely jammed. The couch was completely against the walls and the railing. And it's a brand new couch, mind you. So it's because it's jamming against everything, and we have 0 inches of clearance. It is sliding against every single corner that this place has to offer until you get to the 3rd floor where my apartment is. It was scratched up, it was torn up, and then it got to the point where we realized this was not gonna happen. Like, we needed to get somebody else because it was also just really fucking heavy. We just couldn't keep fucking lifting it because like we just didn't have the upper body strength for it. We just didn't. That was between me, Terrell, my girlfriend, and our one other buddy that was there. So we had to call in another friend who was like really jacked, and luckily he really helped us out. So we called him in. We had to wait like 15 minutes. Other people are trying to come in and out of the apartment or the complex just to like get into their place, and we're just like, oh hey, I'm just like, hey, I'm your new neighbor, and like, sorry, but there's a huge ass fucking couch blocking the way. A few people had to like go around because obviously the fucking stairs was blocked by a goddamn couch. So we finally got my buddy to come through, and he got us to get it through and everything. We put 2 holes in the walls of the apartment complex, which I had to fucking pay for, so that's great that I had to move in and already break the place, basically. I had to pay a $35 invoice that not landlord, because it's a company that owns it, but like the management lady that kind of runs the maintenance and everything. She's just like, all right, well, that is a $35 invoice. So I'm like, oh fuck, well, whatever, there's nothing I can do about it. This Hydra battle's fucking awesome, by the way. Yeah, but that happened. Finally got it in, mind you. That was just a fucking nightmare. But here's the thing, we did all that right. I'm still sick. I haven't dealt one thing of damage to this guy yet. Hold on. What? Stop yelling at me. This battle was fucking awesome though. That's what you do, yeah. Take that, fucker. Oh, use your magic too, because he gives you magic when you damage him, so you want to damage him up a little bit. There you go, buddy. Fuck you. Because yeah, mind you, I'm already sick. I'm already not feeling well. That was just my place. We still had to do Terrell's place, so we finally got everything done at my place. And oh shit, that was just a waste of magic. Finally got everything done at my place, and now it's like, oh fuck, we gotta do Terrell's place. Luckily, he didn't have as much as I did, so he didn't have much, but it was still like, I was feeling terrible. I just wanted to lay down at that point. I didn't even want to unpack. I didn't want to do anything. He had another fucking couch that was just a huge pain in the ass. His was obviously smaller, and he wasn't even on the 3rd floor, so it was like 10 times easier. But at the same time, like, we still had trouble getting clearance with that thing, because his was like a little bit different in terms of like how much space we had. Damn it, dude! I still didn't hit it. Just wasted 2 things of magic on this fucking Hydra. Yee! Aw, damn it. Fuck, I better get up there quick. Damn it. Fuck. Fucking asshole. Ah. Well, see, this is why I'm playing uneasy, just so I don't die like an idiot. Jesus. I just looked at the audio and I took a big-ass chomp from this guy. We finally got all of his shit done around, like, 8 o'clock. Finally bring the U-Haul back. My girlfriend drives me back to the new place. And it's just like, ah, man, like, granted, yeah, everything's fine or whatnot. You know, I made it through the day. I'm still super sick. I still feel terrible. But, like, the thing is that I also got, you know, I don't have a TV set up. I don't have my bed set up or anything because I bought a brand new bed and a brand new bed frame. So I have no place to sleep. I have no working TV. And all I want to do is just lay down and relax. But I can't do that because I don't have any of those things ready for me. So I had to build my bed frame, take out the bed, let it unfold, and like because when you buy like a Casper mattress or whatever, they recommend that you like let it sit open for like an hour after you like take it out of the box or whatever, so it kind of like deflates properly. So I had to do that, and then finally by 11 o'clock I was done. Woke up and started the day at 10, which, you know, for a lot of people it's like, ooh, that's not even that early. I wake up at like 6 to go to school or blah blah blah. Understandably so, but I'm on a different like time frame with my body, so but either way, finally started the day at 10, ended at 11. I could finally go to sleep. I felt so terrible, and then in the middle of the night I threw up again. So, you know, that was awesome. So that was my moving day. My moving day was pretty terrible. It was like probably the worst. But I now see the value in hiring movers. I really didn't think I had that much until I moved, and then I started to realize that, yeah, I had a lot. So, does he have circle above him yet? Why is he just taking all these damages? Come on, let's go. Here we go. Don't want to mess this up. Circle. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. Time to get gruesome. No, really, dude. This game was, like... fucking awesome when it came out. That's what was great about this game. It came out at the time, and it's just like, dude, what is this game? It's so awesome. Like, this is the first, like, 15 minutes of the game. Crazy. What an epic boss battle. And it's like, oh, dude. You know, it can't get any crazier than this. That was, like, such an epic boss battle. But then it's just like, oh, wait a minute. That key. And you're just like, oh, hell yeah, dude. I get to go inside this thing. This is some twisted up fucking shit. This is like, what's that one game? Spawn? That was a pretty fucked up game. Not fucked up shit in that game. The guy's just like, oh, thank you for saving me. Kratos is like, nah, B. It's the huge one. Whoa, dude. A lot of people could take that the wrong way. I'm really not sure if I'm going to stay quiet for any of these cutscenes. Do you want me to? I'm going to let that be your decision. I will stay quiet for when we get this key back to where it needs to be, because that's a little scene that gets to play out. And it's a pretty gruesome scene, because there's lots of gruesome stuff going on. It's kind of gross. Now it's going to show me where I need to go, I think. Because you can go up there, and I was gonna say pole vault, not pole vault. It's zip lining, basically. Kratos is doing some zip lining. It's pretty dope. And I believe we will get a Gorgon's Eye here. Yeah, another Gorgon Eye. It always bothers me in the God of War games because you always earn like Gorgon Eyes faster than Phoenix Feathers, but you always earn them so quickly to the point where it's like you're leveling up the Gorgon Eyes like at such a faster pace. It makes you feel like you're missing out on tons of Phoenix Feathers, even though you're not. It's just how the game's pacing them out, basically. It's always bothered me, and that's like in every single God of War game. Now, I've played God of War 1 the most. God of War 2 I've played, you know, a few times. Maybe like 3 times I think I played God of War 2. Not many times. And then the fewest God of War games I've played were the PSP ones. That's Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. Those I only played twice. Once on the PSP, and then once for their collection. And then God of War 2 I've played, yeah, like I think like 3 times, maybe. And then God of War 1 I probably played like 5 times. God of War 3, yeah, I played that like probably the same as God of War 1 at this point. I have played God of War 3 a lot. That's my favorite one. God of War 3 was awesome. God of War Ascension I only played once. So I actually barely remember that game. I gotta go back and play that. That's one of those games where like I actually do not have the platinum in that. I have the platinum in every other God of War game except Ascension. I really have to go back and finish that up. I know it's disappointing, but you know, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you gotta do these things. Sometimes you gotta work. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock this fucking door, dude. Let's do it. And see how PlayStation Now fucks up this cutscene that I'm gonna stay quiet for. Because that's probably what it's gonna do. And it's probably gonna look dumb. Because I'm staying quiet for like a video that's buffering.
Slaughtered like animals, the victims lay before him, a reminder of his own past, a past he could never escape. His only solace was the sea, endlessly sailing from one harbor to the next in service to the gods of Olympus. All his hopes rested with them. For no matter how much wine he consumed or how many women he took to his bed, nothing on earth could rid him of the horrors that plagued his mind.
Athena! 10 years, Athena. I have faithfully served the gods for 10 years. When will you relieve me of these nightmares?
We request one final task of you, Kratos. Your greatest challenge awaits in Athens, where even now my brother Ares lays siege as we speak. Athens is on the verge of destruction. It is the will of Ares my great city fall. Zeus has forbidden the gods from waging war on each other. That is why it must be you, Kratos. Only a mortal trained by a god has a chance at defeating Ares.
And if I am able to do this, to kill a god, then the visions, they will end?
Complete this final task, and the past that consumes you will be forgiven. Have faith, Kratos. The gods do not forget those who come to their aid.
Leaving the rotting carcass of the Hydra behind, Kratos set sail once more. His greatest challenge and freedom from his growing madness lay before him in the ancient city of Athens.
Well, and on that lovely note, people, it is time for us to not sleep with these women just yet. We'll do that in part 2. I know I don't want to have to do it to you like that. I don't want to have to cliffhanger it to you like that. I'm like literally easily one of the better parts of the game. Better parts of any God of War game, quite frankly. I know I'm being such a guy right now. I'm sorry to the 4% of girls that actually watch this. But, yeah, this is the end of part 1 for God of War, and we're having a great time. I'm having a great time. Are you having a great time? I don't know. It's weird. I hit that, and I'm expecting a PlayStation 3 XMB. All right, thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll see you all in part... Yeah, that's right. You can count 2. Mm-hmm.